Hey, what is going on YouTube viewers and subscribers? Jay Silva from SNNTEC, and today we are going to take a quick look at the Moga Pro. Now, for those of you who may not know what the Moga Pro is, it's pretty much a Bluetooth controller made for Android devices. It's Android only, so iOS guys, you're pretty much out of luck here. And it's only going to work with Android version 2.3, which is Gingerbread and above. So up to, you know, the latest version of Jelly Bean. So anywhere in between 2.3 and above. So let's take a quick look at the device itself. It has like the standard format of like an Xbox 360 controller, in my opinion. And that's a good thing because, you know, I'm a frequent user of the 360, so that actually works out pretty sweet for me. And you know, you have the analog, the left analog thumb, the right analog thumb, the D-pad, which is very stiff. You have the Bluetooth sync button. You have a LED notification. You have the A, B, X, Y. You know, same format as the Xbox. You have the left bumper. You have the right bumper. Left trigger, right trigger. This controller is powered by a lithium-ion battery. I don't know the milliamp hour. I've tried the research, couldn't find the information on it. But according to Moga, this thing can last up to 12 to 15 hours. We have the Moga arm, which your device will be held, and this can hold up to a Galaxy Note 2 size. So that's a 5.5 inch device. So, you know, you're gonna mount it here. In between, you have the on and off button. You have A and B. And from what I've researched, the difference between A and B is that you get a different color LED right here when the thing is powered on. I think this is orange, and this will be green. I don't see what's the purpose of that, but hey. And at nighttime, you have a button to power to light up the XYAB. So let me cut that on and demonstrate. Cut it on A, and hit the button in the back. Click, off, on, and you have the rubberized hard plastic grips on the side. This thing is very light. It's about 6.97 ounces, so it won't be a hindrance to you. It's not as portable as the regular Moga, but you know, it can get the job done, and it's gonna feel a lot better than using a regular Moga for gaming, just not as portable. For a quick reference in charging, when the device is not fully charged, when you plug it in, whether you have it on, you know, A or B, as far as the power button is concerned, it's gonna flash the corresponding color to let you know that it's charging. Once it's fully charged, the LED to the right side of the controller will be a solid color. So that's just to let you guys know. And yes, I'm using my Galaxy S4 as charger instead of the one that came built into the box. It's just kind of a short cord and a rather longer cord. Now, just like Moga instructs, they tell you to download a Pivot app, and you can only use this controller with games that they approve of or games that they program for, which is very boring in my opinion. You know, certain games I want to play outside of what they offer. And I just don't want to go with the Moga Pivot app controllers. And this is what the app looked like, just to show you guys quick. To go to the quick thing, they go to A to Z, they got categories, and they got featured games, A to Z category, and you know, free, pro optimized. Let me fix that so you can see, and so forth and so on. But I don't think I'm the average user. I primarily bought this controller for ROMs and emulators, which I don't see anybody demonstrating nowadays. And I'm going to show you exactly the reason why I bought this controller. So I'm going to scroll over to my app drawer, and I'm going to open up my favorite emulator, N64 OID. I'm going to select my favorite racing game of all time, Mario Kart 64, and I'm going to mount it on the Moga Pro. It's already pre-programmed, so I'm just going to show you a little quick demo of how good this controller works. I'm going to go to one player, Mario Grand Prix 150 cc's. I'm going to hit OK. I'm going to select the beastiest character in the game, Bowser. I'm going to demonstrate how responsive the controls are. I figure they can use them more. In my personal opinion, they can use a little bit more tuning, especially with the analog. I feel like there's like a 1/10 of a second delay on my input with turning left and right and stuff like that. So I'm not as accurate as I am, you know, using the Xbox 360 controller to a PC, using a ROM emulator there. But this is a hell of a lot better than using the touchscreen controller. Look at that, see? It's a funny weird delay on it that kind of caused me to do that, but for the most part it's usable. And it's a hell of a lot better using touchscreen controls, which you're gonna block a percentage of the screen while you're playing. So that's a quick demo of how ROM emulator works. Oh, and a quick heads up for you guys who may have purchased this and using the Pivot app. If you pair the controller with the Pivot, if you pair this with the Pivot app, right, and you try to use the Moga universal drivers, which I'm using to use this emulator, it's going to cause a conflict with the drivers to work properly with these ROMs emulators. But don't worry about that. Later on I'm going to make how-to videos of how to pair this stuff properly and how to use the universal drivers and how to use the Pivot drivers if you want to play those games. So let me wrap this quick review up for this device. I would say I see about 2 cons for this device. One, it's not really portable. It can't fit in your pocket as a regular Moga, so you're gonna have to carry a bag around. And there's no way in hell without a book bag with a laptop or something like that, there's no way in hell I can see me walking around with this, otherwise. 2, you have limited Moga arm angles. You can only pretty much either go flat forward like this, which is kind of awkward angle, and a slight slant up to your face, which is good, but I would like to curve back a little bit more, but that's as far as it can go. And the third con, oh I'm sorry, I said 2, there's actually 3 cons. The third con, you have no indicator indicating how much battery life you have left in this device. So I mean, I guess once it just stops working from the charge, then you'll know that it needs a recharge, but other than that, I don't know the battery levels, like what's the percentage of battery charge that it has left. Other than that, for $49.99, I say pick it up. This is perfect, especially for hardcore gamers. This is gonna introduce a whole new level of gameplay to me on mobile apps. There's a lot of mobile apps like Final Fantasy, Grand Theft Auto, those action RPG games that I would love to get into, but I just simply cannot play with touchscreen controls. Touchscreen controls are the worst. I cannot do it. I can only play casual games like Words with Friends or Scramble with Friends. Games like those. Those are the only games I can play on a touchscreen control. Anything else, I cannot seriously play the game serious. But now that I got the Moga Pro, it's a reality now. I can seriously play the games hardcore, and when I travel, I usually travel with my bag anyway. I can just pull this right out, mount this right on the screen, and just enjoy. Hope you guys enjoyed that quick little review / overview of the Moga Pro. This is Jay Silver from SNNTEC. I'm pretty sure you have questions like how I use that emulator, the N64 emulator, to work with this. Once again, I'm going to make separate videos to show you how that's going to work, and also with the Moga's built-in app, the Pivot app, and how that's going to work, and how do you pair those, such and such. Anyway, rate, comment, subscribe. I'm out, y'all. Later. Hey, what's going on, guys? This Wednesday coming up, me and the 3-Bar Gaming team will be streaming the Vengeance DLC pack for Black Ops 2, so definitely check that out. 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific time, and also give a look at this Xbox versus PS3 fanboy video I made at the bottom. Pretty interesting stuff, guys.